Well, hi everyone, it's Marcus and welcome to more Zooming in the Jungle Room. Really pumped today. I'm zooming all the way over to Melbourne where I'm speaking to the incredible, the songstress. She's a powerhouse in the music industry. Her name is Sarah C. Sarah C, how are you?
Hello, how are you, darling? Good to
Good, thank
see you.
you. You
Looking
are
gorgeous.
looking fresh as a daisy.
Oh, stop it, stop it.
You've got
This
a
old
lot coming. This whole thing. Hey, last time we saw you in Adelaide was for the Freddie Mercury songbook at the Arkaba. We
mm,
also saw you do a faith show. You've got to have faith, I think it was called. Um,
the fact,
that's
faith.
right, at the Regal Theatre.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
and finally, a couple of years later, you're coming back with Soul Divas for the Adelaide Fringe playing in Gluttony. Woo!
I'm so super excited, Marcus. Thank you so much. It's about time. It's been a few years now, hasn't
I
it? So
know. And Adelaide fell in love with you a couple of years ago. I think it was 2023 you came here. Adelaide loved you. I don't know why it's taken us so long, but you know what? That's what life is, I guess. But
there
we
you
are
go.
here now. Hey, so the show is called Soul Divas.
Yeah.
Please tell us all about it.
Well, Soul Divas is a little collection of songs from all the artists that I feel have, shaped and molded me and made me the artist that I am today. But it goes deeper than that. There's a deeper meaning. It's about reclaiming the word diva, in a positive light because people say the word, she's a diva, in a bad and negative way. But I'm reclaiming that word in a positive way. A woman who is intelligent, she's a go-getter, she's strong, she's talented, but also that can defy that, go with either gender, male or female, whatever gender it is that you feel that you are. It's about unleashing that inner diva and that confidence and just going out and getting it.
Oh, sounds good to me. Um, so what kind of artists can we expect to be covered by you?
So we've got Whitney, Aretha, Tina Turner,
Oh, my
Amy
favorite.
Powell, Tina. Ah,
Uh,
I just adore Tina. Like everything about Tina just drives me insane. She's a trailblazer. I feel like she's blazed the trail for all of these artists that have followed.
Yep.
And she's an incredible turmoil. So and come out the other side, which I find I resonate with. You
Yep.
know, um, we've got an Aussie Divas section. I won't give it away, but a couple of Aussie Divas, which I can't wait to, sing for you and perform for you. A couple of other little surprises, but mainly they're the main artists. So anything that I deem soulful, jazzy, trailblazer, that's the vibe.
Hey, can I tell you a little bit of Tina Turner information? I was so excited
Yeah.
because I adored, well, I still do adore her music, but I adored her as a human being. But I was so excited to wake up a couple of days ago and they had actually unearthed that they thought it was actually lost, but they found a recording of hers done way back in the 80s. It's called Hot for You, Baby. And
Yeah.
it's now actually been officially released for the very first time, bloody 50 years later, or
Yeah.
however it's been 40 years later. It's really, really good. Take it, get onto Spotify afterward or however you do your streaming and listen to Hot for You, Baby. I think you'll love it.
All right. I'll suss it out. Yeah, I love her. She's amazing.
Now, when you were younger, Sarah, what were the artists that you were listening to that really inspired you to get into the music industry?
Look, this is a little funny story for you because my father was and still is a singer. He's backed up artists like Debbie Reynolds and Robert Goulet, as in
Oh,
Princess Leia's mum from Star Wars.
yeah.
So I grew up watching him perform in the Fabulous Dancers and Feathers, and I was like, deep down, I always knew this is what I wanted to do. And through that, obviously, him being a vocalist, he had such a wide range of music he used to listen to, but it was always on the soul, R&B, jazz side. So artists like Stevie Wonder, George Benson, Al Jarreau, that was my musical education. Terence Trent D'Arby,
Wow.
from a young age. So I feel like I don't know if that's got something to do with my style or what I am drawn to, but yeah, everyone else at school was listening to Kylie Minogue Locomotion, which is nothing wrong with that, but I
That was
was on a whole
me.
I was on a whole nother page. So yeah. And I guess that's because of what I was exposed to from a young age.
Um, and so take your mind back, what was the first concert you ever saw? Big concert,
Okay.
big name.
I had really strict parents growing up, so I was only allowed to go to a concert when I was 14.
Okay.
And the hot band at the time was Arrested Development. Do you remember them?
I certainly do. Yep, I certainly do.
I am everyday people. Remember that?
It. Love it.
Yes, that was my first concert at I think Festival Hall here in Melbourne.
Awesome.
Unreal. Yeah.
Now tell us about the show again. How big is the band?
So I think it's a five-piece. We've got drums, keys, bass, and guitar,
Yep.
and myself. I'm picking up some local boys from Adelaide. Willie Metzer is one of them.
He's a
Friend of
legend. Yep.
Yeah, I've
We
heard
love Willie.
amazing things about him, and we've had a little chit chat on the phone. He just seems like such a lovely guy, so I'm really excited. I just said to him, put together a bunch of legends for me, to do these little shows, this little weekend of shows, and he's over the moon. I'm over the moon, and we got introduced by a mutual friend. So yeah, very exciting.
So we are looking at February the 14th, which is a Friday, February the
Mm.
15th, which is a Saturday, and then of course Sunday, which is February the 16th. It
Yeah.
is the pre-week sneak peek of the Adelaide Fringe in Gluttony. You've never been to, so and the venue is the Mayworth. You've
Yeah.
never played the Adelaide Fringe crowd before. Oh, you've never actually been to the Adelaide Fringe before. What are you
Yeah.
expecting?
Look, I have no idea really. It's been on my list for a long time. I'm expecting, an energy, a vibe. I'm expecting there to be fun and magic and excitement in the air. I feel like it's that Spiegel tent kind of vibe potentially, but on steroids. It's such an internationally acclaimed festival. It's known throughout the world. You mentioned Adelaide Fringe, everyone's like, oh my God, wow. So that and obviously Cabaret Fest are the two big ones in Adelaide. I'm just looking forward to rocking out with audiences every night. It's Valentine's weekend. So, like, if you've got a loved one, whoever, a friend, a parent, a partner, bring them along. Let's celebrate. My partner's a bass player. He's in the band. So, how cute is that? We get to spend the
Yay.
weekend
Mhm.
together.
A dirty
Valentine's,
weekend away in Adelaide.
bit of a romantic, gluttony weekend.
I love it. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean you're quite right. It is Valentine's Day, which is your opening night. So yeah, it's going to be fun all around. Let's make it a party, that one. Absolutely.
Super
And then Saturday
romantic.
will be awesome, and then Sunday will be brilliant as well. But yeah, let's
Yeah.
have a great big Valentine's opening night. I love it.
Can't wait. Yeah, we
Um,
should put some cakes out.
Now, yeah, I love that idea. Um, so I also know that you do love Adelaide. When you come back to Adelaide, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to doing, whether it be visiting a bar, a restaurant, a cafe, anything you're looking forward to doing? Or a beach?
Well, friends when I was there. They're coming to the show. I think you know the boys, Andrew and Jacob.
Certainly do. Andrew
And
works up at the Mount Lofty Summit Restaurants and Cafe.
right.
Yep,
So we went there for lunch last time, and I'd love to go back because it's beautiful.
yep.
I love, is it Glenelg? Is that the
Canal,
area?
Milk Beach.
I've been there since I was a kid. So I just remember these amazing pine tree type things, like is it cypress or something like that? But and is it like a carnival-y type vibe out there or?
Yeah. They've got the playgrounds and the Ferris wheel and all that stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, something like that. My parents are going to come down for one show as well, so maybe we can have a nice dinner somewhere. I'm open to restaurant recommendations, so let me know if there's anything
Absolutely.
good that you can recommend.
Definitely.
Yeah, outside of that, I'm just looking forward to getting this show on the road. I have aspirations to get this show on the road all over Australia. I'm actually taking it on sea at sea. On Sunday, I'm going on a cruise, doing
Oh,
Soul
wow.
Divas on American Holland, Westerdam. So that's exciting. Yeah, so thanks to you, Marcus, I get to come back to Adelaide.
Yay. And you know what? I mean, I think the show, because I've obviously seen the trailer of the show, which is
Yeah.
just wonderful. And I was going to say the kind of style of show would just work a treat in the regional areas as well. Let's make you
Yeah.
busy.
I want to, I just think that there's so much in there that would appeal to different audiences because I think when you do one artist, you only sort of capture one fan base, but when you do different artists, it appeals to everyone. And I think when a person comes to a show because of one of those artists and then they get exposed to the others, I think that they maybe even start to develop an appreciation for those other artists as well that are in the same type of genre
Yeah.
in a way. So I think there's something for everyone. We've got the big power ballads, we've got the party tunes where everyone's going to be out. I demand that everyone gets up on their feet and dances for those. So there's a bit of everything in this show, and I'm really proud of it. The response from audiences has been great so far at the shows that I've done here in Melbourne. I've done Ely Beach
Yeah.
as well in Queensland. So yeah, just looking
When you were
forward
putting
to
the show together, Sarah, what was the first song that came to you? It was like, yes, that's how it's going to start.
That's a really good question. Look, I think the number one artist that kind of inspired me was Whitney. And I was doing a Whitney show
I
at the
remember that.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, and I still do it now and then, but I just think that because they're usually 2 hours, we're doing a little smaller condensed version for Gluttony
Yep.
for the May work. But when it's 2 hours, it's like there's a bit of filler in there. You know what I mean? Some of the songs aren't as well known. Whereas this show, it's all about the hits, hit after hit after hit after hit. There's no obscure, unknown stuff. So everyone's going to love it. It's all killer, no filler, as I like to say. But look, you know, I Will Always Love You, Whitney, I think was a bit of an inspiration. And I Want to Dance with Somebody because they're the two extremes. You've got the power ballad and the party thing. And then, like we just said, Tina is unreal. So, Simply the Best is like my favorite song to sing, well, one of.
Wow.
So I just basically just put songs in there that I love to sing and that I know that audiences love as well.
And like you've dropped a couple of names there, obviously, but it's freaking hard when you're talking about some of these divas that we adore because they haven't just had one great big number. They've had an array of incredible songs. So it's like, holy moly, which one do I choose? Because I mean, we could fill the night with each artist doing 10 or 12 of their tracks, but we can't. We don't have that time.
So
Hard.
true. That's why I kind of just went for what I believe is like the cream of the crop songs, the top of their hits, their
Yeah.
greatest.
Now, obviously, we are talking about the big divas. Is there a big costume?
Oh, of course, of course. There's going to be lots of glitter and sequins.
Fabulous.
I won't give it away too much. I might bring a few options and change each night. I don't know. We might bring red for Valentine's,
Done.
black and silver, but everything, yeah, very sparkly. I'll be sparkling for everyone, just so you
I
can't miss me at wherever you're sitting in the venue.
so
No,
as we said, everyone, it is on for the Adelaide Fringe in Gluttony from Friday the 14th of February through to Sunday the 16th of February. So 3 performances at 6:30 in the Mayworth in Gluttony in Rymore Park, just down there. You can get your tickets through adelaidefringe.com.au or gluttony.net.au. Get on board and come and check out Sarah's incredible vocal prowess. She's my diva. Step aside, all you rest.
be darling, you're my diva as well. Look at that hair.
Hey,
Damn,
darling.
we got
Oh,
that in
wait.
common, don't we?
Sarah, what an
It's
absolute delight. I cannot wait to catch up with you when you hit Adelaide. It's only just over 2 weeks away, and I reckon we're going to have an absolute ball.
going to be amazing. Thank you for having me, darling.
My pleasure, and we'll speak very, very soon. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Ciao.